This is the vlog for September 17th, 2018, and tonight marks my first overtime, I believe, since I started doing these. Yeah, I don't believe I had any overtime throughout this winter or spring season when I got started back in February. In fact, yeah. So, I was at work till 8, which was only half an hour ago. And actually, there we go, get that a little more centered. Now it's not centered the other way. I just want it to be perfect. It actually only took me like 13 minutes to get to my neighborhood, but I had to go past to hit the gas station because I was low on gas. My car was low on gas. But traffic in this situation is one of the saving graces. I'm spending less time on the road. So I'm actually, let me put it to you another way. Although I'm technically working an hour and 45 minutes extra each day, I am only losing, usually get on 6:45, so only losing an hour and 15 minutes. Well, okay, so an hour and a half. So I'm saving myself 15 minutes, sort of, but not really. I'm still home much later than usual, and it also means not having any dinner with anybody in the house, or my family. But that's okay. They work paid for dinner. Got some nice Thai. Got some nice Penang curry. Although we get a certain food budget, and the problem with the Penang curry is that by itself it comes very close to the food budget, which means that I don't actually have enough for rice, which is sort of an important ingredient in my mind for any curry dish. Thankfully somebody else had room on their budget and they ordered an extra thing of rice and I was able to use that. Also, I only get 2-star spicy when I eat Thai food because I don't need really hot food. I like a little spice, but I don't need a whole lot to give me what I want from spice, which is just flavor. And this stuff was good, but it was stronger than what I'm used to for 2 stars, because every restaurant's star system is a little bit different. Every chef is a little bit different. And so the Thai place where I used to live in Kirkland, 2-star was basically exactly what I needed. Left my mouth a little bit, but this was like, oh, my sinuses are clear. But yeah, so overtime. I'm going to be doing this all week. So I'm going to be basically coming straight home and doing my vlog and then trying to do anything recreational for an hour or two before I hit the hay. I'm also not going to eat fantastic. I mean, it's going to be a lot of food deliveries, for dinner at least, and for lunch we also have a half-hour thing just this week to make room for some sort of event on Friday that I don't think I'm actually going to be attending. Oh well. You know, it just happens. And I'm not salary, so I actually get money for doing overtime. It's so funny the difference between salary people and wage people. Wage people are like, oh, overtime, well, that's kind of disappointing, but hey, salary people are just like, overtime, we have to avoid this, it's like the plague. I remember working a job where I was salary and being far less interested in doing overtime. And that's just the way of it. I think that's going to be the way of it for the end of time. As long as there remains a distinction between wage and salary, that will be the case. If you couldn't tell, I'm pretty tired. I think the saddest thing about overtime is that generally the place where I make where I decide to let the overtime eat my time is my writing. It's my creative writing, because when you work that many hours, like I'm going to be working what is essentially a 10-hour day every day this week, and when you hit that point, basically when you get home, at least in my experience, I don't really want to be creative. I don't want to feel like I want to build or think about stuff. I want to play a game that sort of just lets me veg out. Watching TV is another very popular thing, just watching a show. I've been meaning to get caught up a little bit, or not caught up, but I've been meaning to watch a few more episodes of Overlord, which is this anime that I was introduced to. I like the premise. Its execution in some spaces is a little too etchy, if you know what that word means. I can deal with that. It's just it's a bit of a distraction, and like I like titillation, sure, just fine, but there's a fine line between robust beauties just sort of bouncing around doing their things and genuine perversion. And I think on the scale of vivacious to perversion, Overlord's sort of on this side of the scale. Although it does do a lot for the vivacious side as well. Anyway, I'm going to go sort of cool down now. So I'm Eric Spornitz, and tomorrow will be better.